Victory was announced at the weekend for the couple wrongfully arrested of flying a drone at Gatwick Airport. But the reality is, there's no winner in this story. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and in December 2018, Elaine and Paul Gait had their home stormed by armed police on the accusation that they'd been flying drones at Gatwick Airport, causing it to shut down airspace for approximately 2 to 3 days. It was just before Christmas and their property was seized, their home was searched by 12 armed officers, and they were then dragged to the local police station where they were held on charges of flying drones causing disruption in the airspace above Gatwick. At the time, we reported on this story and the mounting evidence that this couple had absolutely nothing to do with it, even the fact that they didn't own a drone at the time. But regardless, they were still dragged through the press and media as the guilty couple. Almost 2 years later, the press and media have just reported that the case has been settled for wrongful arrest and false imprisonment, and the couple have been awarded £200,000. That's approximately $250,000. Whilst the publishing of their innocence and the clearing of their names is of course a positive, there are a number of big negatives to this sad story. Let's run through them now. First of all, the compensation sum, which is reported at £200,000 by most press and media. It sounds like a lot of money. It's about $250,000, but when you actually look at the breakdown of that, the family only received a fraction of it. Their law firm, Howard Kennedy, took an impressive £145,000 UK for their legal fees, leaving the family with just £55,000 in compensation. Now, while that might sound like a lot of money, and considering the time, the disruption to their lives, and having their family name dragged through the press and media globally, that really is not a justified amount of money. Quite honestly, if I were the target of this hate campaign by Sussex Police, I would have wanted at least 4 times that amount. The money paid out as compensation was paid out by Sussex Police, who are one of our many national police forces. Police forces in the UK are of course funded by the UK taxpayer, and therefore effectively that compensation money comes out of the pockets of the British public. Put simply, the UK public are paying for that mistake by the Sussex Police Force, and that seems incredibly unfair. Coupled with the fact that the compensation's coming out of the pockets of the taxpayer, it's also horrifying to read that the investigation by Sussex Police cost a total of £790,000. That's about $1 million. And finally, the big one. This event in 2018 caused an uproar, not only in the drone community, but across the world, under the accusation that drones had closed down one of the UK's biggest international airports. The event made drones a very easy target, and in fact every single incident since has been blamed on drones when airports have been shut down or pilots have encountered a near-miss incident, despite the fact that they actually in most cases didn't even see or identify a drone. The reputation of drones has been tarnished through no fault of the innocent couple, but by the press and media using the scapegoating excuse that drones were the root cause, despite there never being any viable evidence. That for me is the biggest sad negative of this entire story, and one that us, the drone community, will have to live with and probably fight and defend ourselves against for the coming years. But anyway, at least the couple got their innocence declared publicly finally, and while £55,000 really isn't enough to account for what this couple went through, at least it is a form of justice. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, there really is no winner to this sad story. Comment below with your thoughts on this story. Give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you do fly near airports, you idiot. And of course, click that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching.